Okay, I'm sick and tired of the news. From 6 to 7:30 at night is nothing but negative stuff. Who cares? Human violence is human violence. Don't tell me about the mechanisms that were used. Listen, why can't you be positive? That's all I'm asking. A little positiveness. I don't even think that's a word. A little positivity. Let's put it that way. If you're sick and tired of this crap that the news puts out, let's talk about that for just 1 minute. Every time a gun is used in human violence, and let's put an underlying factor in that. The gun could sit there all damn day, loaded up with the most heinous round you could ever put in it. It still will not do any damage if it sits there by itself all day and night long. Forever it will sit there until a human being comes by, picks up the weapon, and uses it against other human beings or things. Now, who did the violence? The gun or the human? It's the human that did it. And yes, there's one right here behind my head that I've fired before. I brought it from Spain when I was a student eons ago. Let's also talk about cars. Cars do violence every single day. In fact, they do more violence than guns. But do we hear about car violence? Oh, we'll hear about it in a wreck, or we'll hear about it in a hit and run, or if some idiot goes insane and starts running into stuff. You have to look at the human factor. So, why don't we look at the positive end of things? I don't know why. It's because human beings love negative information. It's simple. You don't remember the good things somebody does, you remember the bad things they do. You know, Jesus Christ was a wonderful human being who came to this earth 2,000 years ago, who said, hey, look, I'm here to help. And what did they do to him after he healed the sick and raised the dead and fed the hungry and starving? They beat him. They whipped him. They forced him to carry the implement of his death up a hill in the heat without any water or any other, shall we say, help. Except for the fact of the time that they made an Ethiopian man carry it the rest of the way when Christ stumbled and fell and could not pick the damn thing up. When he got to the top of the hill, what did they do with him? They nailed him to that cross, elevated him so he would suffocate to death, put a sign above his head that said he was King of the Jews and that was his crime. put a crown of thorns on his head, and even gave him a fake scepter and a fake robe, based on the accounts. But what did he say? He said, Father, I forgive them, for they know not what they do. Ask yourself the following questions. Why did he forgive them? Because that was what his mission in life was, to forgive. We look at the negative things, but we don't remember the positive things. On the third day, he rose again. And will come again another time, and this time he will come as a conqueror. There are times ahead of us that are going to be very hard. But remember, if you're a true follower of Jesus, don't worry about the negative things. Keep your mind on the things that Christ did for us. And share that with as many people as you can. For there is coming a day where there will be a separation of the sheep that follow him and the goats who say they follow him but do not. Thank you for this time. I ask only that you give this to someone else and tell them Jesus loves you. Thank you.